Come in. Hi. Hi, guys. Can you please close my door? Please. Hi, family. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Storytime. Let me go start from the top. Hey, Louisiana Cajun girl. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Madison. Hey, Marie. Hey, Regina. Hey, Sweetline. Hey, Tasha. Hey, Val. Hey, Miss Chevy. Hey, Sophie. Hey, Quanna. Hey, Cresie. Hey, Reality. Hey, Pickerick. Hey, India. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Cresie. Hey, Maya. Hey, Barbie. Yes, I'm feeling better. I got a couple drinks in me, so yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking, Barbie. Hey, Sequoia. Hey, India. Hey, Suki. Hey, PT. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Let me see who else is in here. Hey, Nino. You late. But hey, Nino. Hey, Bree. Hey, Carmen. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Storytime. Just want to say hello, and then she's going to leave out. So y'all close the door, please. Come around this way so I can see you. Because you on my side. Hey, Strawberry. Hey, Sharada. To say hey to everybody. How many days before my birthday took? You just knocked my whole sign down. Thank you.
7.
How many more days?
7.
7 more days. 7 more days to run over to the community page, check the Amazon wish list, get your auntie something, or you will be killed. In every story I tell from this day.
Don't kill them, just like tell them to bake them back.
Exactly, they're ghosts. Your Your memory. If I don't get something for my birthday,
you will be a hashtag.
Right, you'll be a hashtag. A face on a t-shirt. A Oscarville resident. If you get my drift. If you get my drift,
you'll get to see what the upper room looks like.
Up close and personal. So now, okay, messed up the way I had my stuff. Said it was so balanced. Don't touch nothing.
I don't even want to stop too long.
Exactly. So, hey, Sean. Ooh, my drink. Okay. Hey, Idlewild. Hey, Tay Tay. She's about a hashtag. Hey, Quanna. Oh, my goodness. Okay, you guys. Hey, Nuna. Let me go through here and make sure I ain't miss nobody. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Story Time. I see you guys came in and rushed in so fast. Y'all didn't close the door. Please get your tail up off my couch. I know you're comfortable. I know you're like real comfortable, but get your tail up off my couch and go and close my door. And if you're new to my page, you don't know what I mean when I say close the door. That means thumbs up alive, because it's hot. I don't want no bugs in here. Hey, Maya. So please go over and close the door. I would greatly appreciate it. Hello, family. How are you guys today? I hope everybody had a great Thursday. My Thursday started off pretty sad, pretty depressing. You know, it's getting close to my birthday. Had me think about my mom and dad and how things are going to, be different again this year. So I was a little on the downside, but I got a couple drinks in me. I got a couple drinks in me, and pepped up for the story time. So I see y'all still ain't closing the door. Do I have to call y'all out individually? Like, what is going on? Do I have to call? Do I have to start telling family members to move over and stuff? So, so I can start calling people out individually. Hey, Tamika, I hope you close the door, love. I hope you close the door. Thank you, Louisiana Cajun girl. I know you closed the door. Thank you so much, sweet lime. I am Tabitha. I know you didn't close the door. Get your tail up and go close the door. Who else? Let me see. Who else probably just slid in and closed the door? I know Chastain somewhere in here, somewhere lurking in here. Close the door, Chastain. You too, Magenta. I know you in here somewhere lurking too. Miss Chev, I'm so glad that couch is feeling real nice. I hope you don't got your buns up off that couch and close my door. We're gonna have an issue. Look, I did close the door though. Oh my goodness. So it's like 18 of y'all that didn't close the door. We're gonna have a problem. So we're gonna get ready to start story time in just a second. So I'm giving you guys time to go over and get everything you need, like your cakes, your pies, your snacks, your chips, your popcorn, warm up your hot wings or fish or whatever you eat today, your wine glasses, shot glasses, twisties, hookahs, whatever you gotta go get. And get your tail in a very dark area so I can tell y'all these stories for the night, how you creeped out before you go to bed. But remember, if you have nightmares, don't call me. Call Dr. Phil. I ain't have nothing to do with it. I just suggested, gave you stories. You chose to listen. So, thank you, Jasmine. Like, girl. Thank you, Tabitha, for closing the door. I greatly appreciate it. I see some of y'all still ain't closed the door. It's all good. It's all good. Leave the door open all you want to. Then when trolls show up in here talking shit, and it get real hot and musty off in this motherfucker, sit in this hot, tiny ass living room with all your family members. Don't be mad at me because I told y'all to close the damn door so we can have the air on. But now I've been scared since Monday. Okay, so question. Who all did the homework assignment? Give me deuces in the chat if you did the homework assignment from last night. Let me see it. Who all did their homework assignment from last night? Hey, Miss D. Did y'all not hear the question? I said, who all did the homework assignment last night? Look at Quanna with your punk ass. I keep telling you, boy, you can't be a punk all your damn life. My auntie, I'm scared to watch it by myself, so I'm gonna watch it with my man this weekend. Miss Chevy, you a whole miss and a half, but I still love you, babe. I still love you. Madison, come on. It look too scared. Come on. All y'all fail. Hey, Jakia. Nikia, I posted it on the community page last night. I told y'all last night on the community page. Look, I was watching American Horror Story. Carmen, that ain't no excuse for why you ain't got your damn homework because you was watching TV. That ain't no excuse. I didn't fail. Pickerick, you didn't fail. Paula, you fail like shit. It don't even matter. No man, what happened? What happened, no man? What's your damn excuse? Because I seen the kid excuses. She had like she didn't know what the damn assignment was. Miss Sherry talking about I work hard for that if. I'm gonna kick your whole ass. Miss Sherry. Not the previews was enough. Miss D, oh my goodness. And tell them it wasn't that scary. I wasn't here yesterday. Tamika, there ain't no damn excuse. You should have checked the community page. Y'all a fucking trip, man. Y'all a trip. It seems like I'm feeling every damn body. Hey, China. So I'm assuming like 80 of y'all did the homework assignment. The rest of y'all failed due to not doing the damn homework assignment. And the majority of y'all motherfuckers just wasn't here to see what the damn assignment was. I actually don't watch Scary Story. I just listen to the Scary Story. No, man, I'm going to need for you. I'm going to pray for y'all. Lord, please take this scary cat out of my family. If it ain't too much to ask and you ain't got to. I I know it's a lot of I know it's a lot of Jesus. I know it's a lot of scary cats in my family. I'm just asking that you pull that yellow strip out that back, Lord. If you ain't got, I mean, it shouldn't take but a fart of time for you, Jesus, to pull that out of them because this don't make no sense. Okay. Nah, it was too scary. Killed me. Um, okay. So who all watched The Midnight Man? Who did that homework assignment? Because it was two. Thank you, Nuna. I know I was a pretty good play. I'm telling you, haven't watched that yet either. Hmm. Mm. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, hold on, I'm gonna pray a little bit more. Wait a minute, y'all. Mm. Mm. Jesus, just a fart of time, just a fart of time to remove the scaredy cat out of my family. Just a fart, just a time to remove all this out of. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Oh, you know what? All right, so here we go. We're about to get ready to start story time. So if you're in the bathroom, you need to cut it short if you shouldn't. If you pissing, you need to flip it, zip it, flush it, wash your hands. Come on out, sanitize. Please make sure you sanitize. We do not want your musty nut fingers and your scat cat fingers in the living room with everybody else. We don't need to smell all that. We didn't ask for all that. Don't bring all that in here. So please wash your hands. Sweet tea, I know your ass is lurking in this live somewhere, so you make sure you double wash your hands because you don't like to wash your damn hands. So I'm please need you to double wash your hands. Uh, Thank you, Carmen. Carmen's on my first grade and I got an L. Yeah, Carmen, I'm so sorry that you're scared. I prayed for you though. I prayed for you and no man. I prayed for y'all though. I prayed. I told the Lord it ain't gonna take but of time to take all this scary out of y'all because you know he can do miracles. Hey, Trucka, baby, are you pulled over or are you driving? I don't need you driving while you listen to story time. Especially if you're trying to watch me. And if you're just listening, we down. I'm down with that, Trucka, because I know you have shipments and stuff to move. But if I don't need you driving and watching. You can listen and drive. Are you parked? Are you good? I just want to make sure. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to check on all my family individually. I love all these people individually. I got to make sure everybody's okay individually. Picking up a load and I'm listening. All right. Thank you, Trucker, for being safe. We need you to get your next destination safe. All right, guys. So the rules are the same as usual. Thank you, Tasha. Y'all put Tasha down on the list moderators. Tasha done already started off with the highest. The biggest tip so far is $10. Y'all know how this go. The biggest tip will get 3 back-to-back stories or my movies. You get 3 of my movies. You get to be an actor in 3 of my movies back-to-back. I can't guarantee your ass to survive or anything else. All I can do is guarantee you're gonna be in there. So this is how we're gonna go. Y'all know I take my tips on YouTube as well as Cash App. My moderators will drop that information in the chat for you guys. And we're about to go ahead and start this story time. So, like I said, how many more days we got before Auntie's birthday? How many more days? How many more days? Come on, let me see it. Let me see it. Pop quiz. Let me see it. I need them answers. I need them answers. Toots told y'all. I told y'all. I showed y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. How many more days before Auntie's birthday? Hey, Christy, you late. How many more days before Auntie's birthday? Thank you, Chastain. I know your ass is in here lurking somewhere. It's not letting me send super chat stickers. Oh man. I mean, I'm sorry, Tasha, but they can always come to the cash app. You'll still, I still announce if you the biggest tipper, because you always slap motherfuckers in the head with the biggest tip. I don't know why you be kicking motherfucking teeth down their throat with the biggest tip, but that's what you do. So it can still come to cash app. You'll still qualify to be the biggest tipper. Okay, so Nino brought the information. Okay, all right. Sweet Tea, I knew Sweet Tea was in here. Sweet Tea, did you wash your little hands twice like I told you? You better be able to wash your hands twice like I told you. Little stinking finger having legs, little girl. All right, so here we go. If you guys are in a dark spot, you're back. Thank you, Nakia. If you guys are back and you're in a dark spot and you're ready to start this story time, today is what, Thursday? Y'all get 2 stories today and then y'all get 3 stories tomorrow. We're going to end the week off with a good week. So Here we go. If you guys are ready, you got your snacks, your cakes, your pies, your cookies, your hot wings, your potato chips, your popcorn. Let's get this going. Show me the thumbs. Give it a thumbs. Let me know you guys are ready. Give it a thumbs. Give it a thumbs. If you ain't gave me two thumbs, man, you're gonna have two problems. I need two thumbs. I'm like Kevin Gates around this motherfucker. I need two thumbs. Everybody that don't give me two thumbs, we gonna have a problem. I can see you. You know I can see you, right? You know I can see who don't close the door, right? I just want to remind y'all the auntie can see who didn't close the door. And if you don't, if you're one of those persons that didn't close the door and you wonder why you died in the last story, it's because you didn't close the door. I can see y'all. So get your tail up and close the damn door. Not only corn. All right. I'm traveling, so I'll be listening. All right, Tasha girl, be safe. Buckle up. You know, however you traveling, please be safe. We need you to get to your destination safely because I can't lose no more family members. All right, you guys. So our first story has Janell, Trucka, and Miss D. Janell, Trucka, and Miss D. I know Trucker's here. I know Miss D is here. I ain't seen Janelle. Okay, moderators, y'all know the rules. I'm finna start this story. So anybody that shows up late owe me a target slip, a call from their parent, or practically a damn toe tag to show they was damn near dead. And that's why they was late. So here we go, guys. So so Miss D and Trucker are married. Been married for 15 years. Had a child. Their child is grown now. She's pretty much a grown. He's so silly. The kid. She's pretty much grown and done had her own baby. So her baby is 3 years old, and they work. Both of them work, but yeah, both of them work. But Janelle needs somebody to watch them. Watch her. You know what I'm saying? So they decide to send her to this babysitter. Now, she was with this babysitter for a while, and Janelle was a pretty good baby. She laughed all the time. She was happy. She was bubbly. It's how she always was. That's just how she was. She ran around all the time. But after she started going to this babysitter, for some strange reason, her behavior started to change. She wasn't as, talkative as she used to be. She wouldn't play as much as she used to. She would just stay like isolated in a corner. And Trucker and Miss D couldn't, for the life of them, come figure out what the hell was going on. Like, why is she acting like that? Hey, Miss Kiva. They couldn't figure out for the life of them why Janelle was acting like that. So, Miss D decides to take Janelle up to the babysitter, and she puts one of those recorders in Janelle's hair. She feels like something got to be going on at this babysitter. So she goes and put, recorder in Janelle's hair and sends Janelle on. Janelle comes home. She goes to pick Janelle up. She puts Janelle in the car. Get home. Take the recorder out of Janelle's hair. Put Janelle in the bed, bath, feed her, all that good stuff. And she waits on Trucker to get home. When Trucker get home, she like, babe, so I put a recorder in Janelle's hair. And he like, why would you do that? Why you just didn't ask the lady, has she been acting funny at the school? And she was like, I just feel like it's something up with that lady. Janelle won't say nothing, but I feel like it's something up with that lady. So I put a recorder in her hair and sent her to school today. Trucker was like, man, that's like invasion of privacy. That shit got to be against the law. Like, why would you do that? And she was just like, I had to know. And I know if I would have went up there and confronted that lady and said, my baby been acting strange. Have you been doing anything to her? She was going to be like, no. So I wasn't get the truth out of her. So I decided to do what I felt like I needed to do. And he like, so what's on the recording? She was like, I don't know. I didn't want to listen until you got home, just in case I got too upset. I don't want to have to drive over and beat the sleeves off this bitch for something that she did to my baby. I want you to be here to tell me, baby, calm down. We're going to call the police. Because if I was here by myself and I'd have listened to this and I'd have heard anything that sounded different, I'd have went over to that lady's house and beat the hell out of her. I'd have beat the sleeves and knees off that bitch, and I'd have waited on the police to get there. Then I'd have been locked up. You had to pay to get me out of jail. Trouble like, all right. So just play the fucking recording. So they, start the recording from the beginning and they play. And you can hear Miss D, walking Janell in, and she's telling her, be good. I'll be back to get you soon. I love you. You hear her kiss her. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? You can hear the babysitter like, well, have a good day. We'll be fine. If anything happens, I'll call you. And she's like, okay. She leaves out. And then you can hear Janell like knocking on the door of where that Miss D went out of, and she started to cry. She's like, I want my mama. I want my mama. And you can hear the lady like, come here, come sit down. Like you can't tell what she did, but the tone in her voice made her sound like, what I'm saying, she probably snatched this baby up. So she's like, come here, sit down. And then Janell starts to cry louder, and you can hear her. In the recording, you can hear that. And Janell cries louder, and you hear, and Janell is just screaming at this point in this recorder. Trucka stops the recorder. I can't hear no more. I can't hear no more. And of course, Miss D standing over there like, oh, baby, you can't hear no more. That's fine. That is all fine and well. You go ahead, and she taking her head. You like, what the heck, baby? We'll call the police. She like, no, you call the police. I'm going to go on over here and see how sister girl is doing. And he like, babe, no, we going to call the police. They call the police. Police goes over there and, meet them over there because they was going to. Police meet them over there. And, of course, the babysitter comes out of the door like, hey, how you doing, Miss D? And Miss D finna charge her ass, but Trucka stops her. The police pulls up, and the lady is so confused. She like, what's going on? What is wrong, Miss D? Is you okay? Do you need an ambulance? And she like, no, bitch, you gonna need an ambulance. Let me go, Trucka. Let me go. He like, bang. The police come, you gonna get locked up. She like, fuck that. Let me go. And he would not let her go. Police pull up. They hear, Miss D going off out there. So they come to Miss D first, like, okay, so who called the police? And she was like, I did. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And Miss D tell them, the lady beat my daughter, and I'm here to beat her ass. And I just wanted to make sure y'all was here to get this bitch up off the ground when I DDT her ass on her neck real quick. And the police is like, whoa, man, you can't put your hands on her. That's assault. She like, it's fine. She assaulted my child. I'm finna assault that ass. So, and she gets ready to run over, and Trucka grabs her. And he like, sir, we got a recording that we put on our daughter, and they recorded her beating our child. So the police is like, you recorded the lady without her knowledge? Like, yeah, we did. Okay, let me see. So they pull him to the side, and of course the lady, like, her eyes as big as saucers, like, oh shit, a recording, you know what I'm saying? So the police, pull him to the side. They play the record. They can't even play the whole recording for the police. After he heard them multiple hits back to back, he was just like, stop it, turn off, stop it. And they stopped it. And Miss D was like, so you see why I'm finna go whoop her ass, right? And she get ready to charge again. And Trucka and the police stop her like, look, you can't do that. That's assault. He was like, to be honest with you, even though y'all have, this video, this recording, it's against the law to record this lady without her knowledge. So we really, even if we locked her up, she would get right out because y'all illegally recorded her. And they say y'all illegally recorded her. What? So you mean to tell me this bitch can beat my baby, y'all gonna lock her up, and then she can bond the fuck out and she just free to go? And because pretty much y'all recorded her illegally. If she, she would have known the little girl had a recording on her, I'm pretty sure she would have acted different, but it would have been different. It's like she consented if she knew the little girl had it on her, but she didn't. So y'all illegally recorded her, and it wouldn't even stand up, it wouldn't even hold up in court, even though we heard it, you know what I'm saying? It still wouldn't stand up in court. Oh boy. Trucka and Miss D were heated. They pulled Janell out the car, told the police, look at her legs and stuff. Now Janell was light-skinned baby, very bright-skinned baby. You can see her legs, the back of her legs was still red, all that shit. Police was like, that don't mean nothing. I mean, y'all could have did that. And of course, Miss D like, oh, no, you didn't. Oh shit, y'all. We got a grown member in the house. No shit, then step out in this bitch like, I demand the grown-up draws. Thank you, Tara, and welcome to the family. Love. You will have a special thank you for me on the community page, as well as your name in a story time. So thank you so much, love and family. Y'all welcome y'all cousin on into the family. Y'all know how this go. So let me get back to the story for y'all real quick. So the police was like, even though they seen the bruises on her, I mean, the lady can say that y'all brought the baby there with bruises. So, it's just a battle. It's nothing really going to happen. Ain't nothing really going to happen. And, of course, Miss D was like, well, fuck it, lock her up and let the bitch bond out then. I hope she ain't got no fucking bond money. I hope every check her family right to get her ass out bounce in this motherfucker. I want to press charges, lock her ass up. And he was like, I told you, it's not going to stick because y'all recorded her illegal. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Get that bitch 3 square meals and a cot for the 24 hours until she can bond the fuck out. She need to see what jail look like. She put her damn hands on my baby. So the police went over there and told her, hey, we got to lock you up. And she's like, what? I didn't do anything. And they were like, ma'am, they got you on recorded, beating the baby. And she like, recorded? I didn't give nobody permission to record me. And he like, I understand, but, the baby got bruises on her. They put those bruises on her. When she came to me, she already had those bruises. I spoke with her mother about it this morning. And Miss D like, bitch, you did. And she gets ready to charge. And, of course, the police is out there trying to separate them. But they end up locking the lady up. Miss D and Trucka decided they're going to keep Janell at home. So Miss D had to cut down her full-time job into a part-time job, and Trucka picked up more hours at his work to cover her shortcomings at this point so she could be at home with Janell and keep an eye on Janell. Now, Janell's home and, she's getting ready for school. And Miss D is like, Janell, you're not going to school today. And she's like, why, Mom? She's like, your teacher, she got in trouble for hitting you and you can't go to school with her. And she's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So she stays at home with her mama. And, of course, Miss D is moving around the house like she normally do. She's washing clothes. She's cleaning up. She's washing dishes and everything. And she hears Janell, upstairs giggling. So she didn't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? She probably laughing at the TV, cartoon, something. She didn't think nothing of it. She continued on about her day. She continued to hear Janell upstairs laughing. But, she never did go up there and check on her. She just continued on about her day. And then when she sat down for a breather, get her a drink of water, she hears Janell like hysterically laughing. Like, I'm talking about like breath gone laughing. And she decides she's going to get up there and see what the hell is going on with Janell. She gets to the Janell bedroom door and she hears Janell talking and laughing. So she opens the door to say, thank you, Tara. Oh, shit, y'all, Tara done bust over the big tip of the bank. She's at the top. She's at the top. Thank you so much, Tara. Like you winning so far. So she comes into the room and she says when she comes into the room, Janell's back is to the door. So she comes in from behind Janell and Janell's back is to the door, but she sees a little girl peek from around Janell and sits back up. And she's like, Janell, who you got in your room? And she walks in and Janell is still laughing. And she just comes on into the room and she grabs Janell and spins her around and there's nobody on the fucking bed with Janell. And she's like, where that little girl? She's looking up on the bed. Where that little girl go? And Janell is like, my friend? You talking about my friend? Like, okay, yeah, your fucking friend. Where did she go? And she's like, oh, she left when you came. Where the fuck did she go? Is she in the closet? Miss D started to check the closet. Nothing. She up under the bed and Janell is just giggling like, you're cold. You're cold. Like, look, I ain't got time for the motherfucking games. Where your little friend at? Mama, she left when you came. Like, okay, Janell, she sits down on the bed. She's like, Janell, I need to talk to your friend's mom. I need to see if it's okay for her to be over here. Where does her mom stay? And Janell is like, her mom stay here. Stay here where? In your room. Whoa, wait a minute. Baby, me and your daddy stay in our room. There's nobody else that's in our room. And Janell is like, yes, it is. Her mom stay in there. And she stays in here with me. This is her room. Like, whoa. So Miss D continued to search around the room. She don't see the little girl. She stares at Janell for a minute. Janell starts to play with her dog. Like, ain't none of this shit, bothering her. She just continues to play with her dog. Miss D come on out the room. She sits downstairs and she's like, what the fuck? Like, what is she talking about? And all of a sudden you hear, and Janell is screaming her head off. So, of course, Miss D rushes up the steps. She gets up steps. She opens the door. And Janell is just laying on her stomach. And she has her hands like this, covering her butt and her legs. And she's crying. So Miss D runs in and she grabs her and looks at her, and her legs are red as shit. The back of both sides of her legs are red. It's like really, really red. And she's like, Janell, what happened? And Janell is just crying bloody murder. She's screaming. So Miss D grabs Janell and she leaves out of the house, put her in the car and they leave. She calls Trucka. She's like, Trucka, I don't know what's going on, but Janell just, I heard sound like somebody hit Janell. It was a little girl, like it was a little girl upstairs, but it wasn't a little girl upstairs. The Trucka like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? She like, where you at? Where are you right now? He like, I'm dropping off a load, nearby, but I'm finna get ready to go back out. I'm finna go. She like, no, I need to meet you now. He like, no, babe, I gotta go. I gotta drop this. I gotta take this load. She like, no, we need to see each other right now. You need to see this shit. So Trucka like, you gonna knock me off my schedule, but fine, I'm gonna go. He goes and he sees Janell legs. And he like looking at, Miss D all funny, like, what you say happened? She like, ask her. And Janell was like, my friend hit my legs. He hit me a lot of times on my legs. And Trucka like, what friend? The friend that live in my room. Trucka looks at Miss D. Miss D looks at Janell. What friend? You ain't got no friend that live in your room, baby. Yes, I do. And Miss D look at Trucka. She said, oh, you think that shit funny? Ask her what a little girl mama stay at. So Trucka look at Miss D. He like, what the fuck you talking about? She said, ask her where her friend mama stay at. So Trucka looks down at Janell and he's like, well, where your friend mama stay at? At our house. At our house, well, in y'all room. Trucka looks at me, D. He like, you told her to say this shit. Oh no, baby, I couldn't make this shit up on a mini moons. Nah, I want you to see what's going on. I had nothing to do with that shit. I didn't touch her. I didn't fucking touch her. You heard what she just said. So now Trucka thinking to himself, he looked at her. He said, Janell, when you started seeing when your friend came over? She was like, my friend been living here when we moved in. This was her room. He looks at me, D. Me, D look at Janell. Okay. Do your friend just be at the house with you all the time? She's like, no, my friend go everywhere with me. Me, D asked Janell, your friend with you now? Mm-hmm. Trucka like, what the fuck is she talking about? He has a hat on. He has like one of those brims hat, on his head. And he's like, what the fuck is she talking about? And when he says that, his hat is flipped off his head, like right there. There's no wind. There's no tornado. There's no big fucking gust of wind. It just out of nowhere. It's like somebody plucked his fucking hat, like right off his fucking head. And he jumped back. He jumped up. And he looked at Janell and she was like, and he looked at Miss D, and Miss D just sitting over there like, what? You ain't leaving me with her. No, motherfucker. You might well go and take that load back. We're not doing this. He like, babe, I can't do that. I gotta go. She like, well, we gotta go. It seems like me, her, and her fucking friend gonna take this load with you. Trucka like, man, babe. Go stay at your mama's house till I get back. She like, babe, the little girl is with us. What the fuck is going to stay at my mama's house gonna do? And he like, maybe she'll harass your mama. Your mama get on my nerve. Mid D like, look, you joking and shit. I'm for real. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do about this? Like, can I leave your daughter here? Can you put her in your locker? Her little friend? Can you leave him in your fucking locker till you come back? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with her? Like, at this point, I'm ready to drop her ass off at a fire station. Her and her goddamn friend. Like, you need to tell me something, Trucka. What the fuck am I supposed to do about your daughter and her little ghost friend? Because this ain't gonna work for me. Like, I don't know what the fuck you thought this was, but it ain't that. It ain't that. I'm not doing that shit. And Trucka like, hey, just go back to the house. Let me go take this load back up here and drop it all. Let them know I got a family emergency and I'll be to the house in like 20 minutes. She like, oh no, I'll sit right here until you go drop that load off. He like, babe, I'm coming. She like, no, I'm gonna sit right here. We gonna sit right here and wait on your ass to get back. So Trucka jumps on the truck, take the load up, drop that shit off. He come back. He like, let go. They go to the house. The whole time, Trucka in the car. He like, and of course, Miss D looking all in the rear view. Your friend, is your friend in the car? Did we leave her at your dad's job? She in the car? Fuck. Okay. All right. So they get to the house. When they get to the house, Trucka decides, okay, babe, Janell, you and your little friend go upstairs and play. And she's like, okay. And she goes up the steps and she goes on in her room. So they sit down in the living room like, what the fuck we gonna do? It was crazy. Like that bitch hit my hat. Did you see that shit? And it be like, it scared the shit out of me, but I didn't know I didn't want to scare Janell, so I just didn't say nothing. He like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And she like, what you think it is? He like, it's a fucking ghost. What you think we should do? And she like, let's pray. Okay, and what? And then what? She like, I don't know, the power of Christ compel her or something. I don't fucking know. Like, you know, like I done dealt with this shit before. I don't know what the fuck to do. So Trucka like, man, let me call my mama. Call your mama. What kind of bitch? You know what? Go ahead, call your mama. Maybe she got a solution. Call your mama. He called his mama. He tell his mama, it's so weird. It's like a ghost hanging around his baby. And, you know, he don't know what the fuck to do. And his mama referred him to her sister. Like, that sounds like some your auntie shit. You need to call your auntie about that shit. Call the auntie about the shit. And the auntie on the phone, like, you know, she ain't talked to him in years. What the fuck do you want? And he like, hey, auntie. She like, don't fucking hey, auntie me. What the fuck do you want? And he like, I'm just gonna cut down to the fucking facts. Look, my baby got a fucking ghost. We don't know the Ghostbusters number. The closest thing to a fucking Ghostbusters is you. I need help. And she like, are you fucking with me? And he like, no, yes, you are. Like, everybody in the family make fun of me for this shit. You fucking with me, ain't you? He like, hell no, I'm so serious. I swear I got fucking Emily Rose living in my goddamn daughter's room. I need your help. And she like, for real? He like, for real, auntie, you want the address? Okay, give me the address. He give her the address. Like, put it in your GPS. How long gonna take it? 5, 10, 15, 20? How long gonna take you? Because I need to know how long to be out the house. And of course, Miss D like, be at the house? Oh, motherfucker, you not. He like, yeah, I need to go get us something to eat. We ain't hungry. I gotta do something besides being in the fucking house. Well, we gotta do something. I'm pretty sure that little girl, she old enough to babysit. Shit, I'm not staying in here with her and Lucifer's baby. Is you fucking crazy? So Trucka like, you know, come back. She like, give me like 30 minutes. 30 minutes? Damn, you can't jump on a plane, bitch? Or you can't fucking time travel over to this motherfucker something faster? No, I'll be there in 30 minutes. All right, fine. Fuck it. So for 30 minutes, they sit outside on the porch. You can hear Janell through the window upstairs, just giggling and laughing like, and stay our ass right out here, Miss D. Like, I gotta pee. Trucka, can you come in here with me? He like, nope. Hey, you gonna let me go in here? And this little girl mama walk around this motherfucker. What if she put me in a full Nelson while I'm trying to piss? And he like, well, your ass better learn how to tap out. I'm not coming in there with you. Hey, he like, you better squat on the side of the fucking house. Are you serious? I'm a grown ass woman. Like, I'm not gonna fucking squat with you. I might well go up there and deal with that bitch then, because I'm not gonna do it. She sat right there in a tight until his auntie pulled up. Auntie pulls up. Auntie, can you go in the house with me real quick? She like, wait a minute, baby. Let me read the how. Miss D about to piss on herself. Like, oh my God. Read, write, do whatever the fuck you need to do. Hurry up. It's haunted. Get your ass in there. I gotta pee. So, you know, she rushes the aunt in. The aunt comes in. Miss D runs straight to the bathroom. Aunt comes in and she's like looking around. And of course, you know, Trucka like, the fuck is you looking at, auntie? What's going on? And she like, you know, your house used to be a clinic. A clinic? What the fuck are you talking about? Ain't no doctors in this bitch. Ain't nobody in this house got a PhD. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. She like, no, it was a clinic. She like, I'm seeing, And he like, what? I don't want to scare you, baby. I don't want to freak you out. And he like, I've been freaked out since the bitch plucked my hat. What the fuck is you talking about? And she like, it's more than just the little girl and her mama in here. Okay, so what the fuck? What do you see? And she like, I'm seeing doctors walk by and nurses and sick people in wheelchairs. She like, but this is not like today. She like, this shit is like old. She like, it's where in a time where the doctors wore like chef aprons almost, but they were long. And she was describing that shit to him. And he looking at her ass and he like, so you seeing dead people in my house? And she like, I told you, it looked like it used to be a clinic. And then she starts to walk off. She just cut the conversation short and she starts to walk down the hallway. And he like, auntie. And it's like she just stopped talking and walked on down the hallway. And she walking down the hallway and she opens the bathroom door. Of course, Miss D and I'm pissing. She get to screaming, ah, ah. He's screaming, baby, call me your pussy. Auntie walking through the house. She like, what the fuck? Auntie closed the door back. She walks on down the hallway some more. He behind her. Auntie, what the fuck is going on? She walks right into Janell's room. Janell is sitting there on the floor playing. She's looking around the Janell room. And she like, you know, this used to be a hospital room, right? Like a clinic room or something. And she started looking around. He's like, what the fuck is you talking about? She's like, yeah, this little, I think, and then she's like, Janell, baby, is the little girl you talking about got red hair? And Janell like, you can see her. And she tells Trucka, she like, I'm looking at a little girl in a hospital bed with red hair. She got freckles on her face. She looks really, really sick. She looked real pale. Her eyes look sunken, you know, bags, big ass bags up on her eyes. She like, I don't know what this little girl, but she's dying. From what I can see, she's dying. People are rushing around in his room. You know, I can see her mother over in the corner crying. And she was like, the mom has like long dark hair. She has on a long dress with long sleeves on it, and the collar that comes up and out, and you know, the dress come down to her ankles. She like her shoe look almost like boots. Like she was describing this shit to a T. And Trump was like, get the fuck out of here. So I got a little house in the prairie in my motherfucking house. And she like, you know, don't be disrespectful, Trucka. She like, this shit is for real. You got a lot of shit going on in your house. And Trucka like, so what do we need to do? Like, how do we get rid of this shit? And the lady like, I don't think you're gonna be able to get rid of this. They look pretty fucking sick. Like, nigga, you might need to think about finding you somewhere else to stay, cause they look like they ain't going nowhere. She just kept scanning the room like the world was moving in their world without them even being there. Like they just doing their fucking thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, Trucka, I don't think, you know, I don't think they're gonna leave. She was like, and to be honest with you, the longer you stay, you may start to see more of them. She like, right now the veil is thin, but they don't look like they may be strong enough to come through. But the little girl and her mom is. So if you stay here any longer, feeding, giving them energy and all this shit, pretty soon you're gonna be looking at this waiting room your damn self. And Trucka like, oh fuck that, I'm done. Auntie like, what do you want me to do? You need to bless this house and give us time to find somewhere else to go. She like, oh, ain't no blessing this house. You got to share this house with them. Auntie, I don't even share my food with my wife. And you talking about I got to share my fucking house with Casper and his homeboys? No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You need to bless. He ran downstairs. He grabbed the Bible. The power of Christ compels you. She looked over at him. She like, Trucka, I told you, don't be disrespectful. Stop. And he just kept saying, the power of Christ compels you. This is my house. You get out my damn house. All of a sudden, like this wind starts to like wind up in the room. Like you can hear it all over the house. Like that this wind is whipping up. And his auntie is just like, Trucka, stop. Like she looking around, she like, Trucka, stop. And he like, no, they need to get out. They need to know this is my house. And she like, Trucka, stop. You making them very angry. Trucka just kept going at it, honey. He just would not stop. And then Janell started screaming, Daddy, stop. Miss D comes to the room like, who the fuck turned the air on? Like, well, who the fuck put the air on Antarctica? This shit is ridiculous. Like, we need to call the air. Like, no, this is not the air. Like, Trucka done started up some shit. What? Trucka, what the fuck? She like, he being disrespectful. Like, the wind is picking up. He was being disrespectful to the spirits. Like, spirits? You didn't tell me about no butt. So it's more than just these motherfuckers. She like, it's a butt. She done started up. She like, you better fucking apologize. Like, you better do something. Or I'm leaving. I'm leaving you, Janell, Casper, and all his fucking friendly friends in here. All y'all ain't gonna stay here. I'm leaving. I ain't lying. I'll run away from home and never fucking come back. And Trucka like, I'm sorry. And he's like, keep going. I'm like, I'm sorry. And she's looking around and she's like, you can feel like the wind started to go down, the hair started to lay down and everything. And she's looking around and she's like, you might want to move as soon as possible. They are pissed. Like, you don't even want to fart too loud in here. Like, Like, y'all need to leave. She told Janell, baby, you pack you up some clothes. Oh, yeah, I'll get some clothes. Y'all can stay at my house because they plotting on your ass, Trucka. Trucka, like, I ain't leaving my fucking house. Oh, you not? Okay. Trucka refused to leave. Trucka went in his living room and sat down in the goddamn recliner. I ain't going nowhere. Janell and Miss D packing their shit. Auntie out in the car. Before she walked out of the house, she told him, you need to come with me. I ain't going no fucking way. It's my house. Ain't going nowhere. So while they were there packing, Trucker's sitting in the chair and he starts to feel like massaging on his shoulder. And he like, hey, I'm stressed out from everything that's going on. And as this massaging is going on, this shit getting tighter and tighter. He like, babe, damn, that hurts. Stop. Babe, stop. And this shit like tighter and tighter to the point where he like, stop, babe, stop. And he looked back and it's not even her. It's just like nothing. But he still feels the squeezing. He's swinging his arms around and nothing is stopping his fucking squeezing. Baby, Auntie looks up and fucking Trucker is being wheelbarrowed out of the fucking house. Like he's on his hands, his feet and ass is in the air, and he is running on his fucking hands. He's being wheelbarrowed out of this fucking house. Like fast. Down the fucking steps, everything. He hollering. Of course, that makes Miss D and Janell run on out the house. When they run out the house, the door closed right behind them. Boom! Loud as shit. Miss D turned around, Janell turned around. Then they went downstairs and got Trucka ass rolling around on the ground like a motherfucking penny. He just rolling. They had to catch his ass. Bang! He like, oh, hell no. Nope, they win. He jumps up. They win. I'm done. He jumped right in the car. No problem. He didn't need no clothes. He didn't need his ID. He didn't need shit. Trucker was done. You win. You can have this motherfucker. He jumped his ass in the car, honey. And they stayed at his aunt's house for almost 6 months. 6 months, because Trucker was like, Trucker had every house. Trucker had every house he looked at by his auntie first. Every place he decided he was gonna go, he had auntie to go there first. But we all know people have died every fucking where. That's probably not every. I promise you, the house you live in, somebody died in that shit in the past, and you just don't know it. But it's ghosts every fucking where. So it's not like he can outrun these motherfuckers or really get away from this shit. But he sent aunt to every goddamn spot he decided to go to. And every time she was just like, yeah. He's like, what the fuck? I need to build me a goddamn tree house in the backyard. Like, you'll still be on property where dead people die. So you have to still have company you don't want. All right, and Trucker sent auntie to every house and every spot he think that he thought, he liked. And the last house he sent her to that he liked, she went into it. She came back and told Trucker, you can get the house. And he like, nah, what the fuck is up? And she like, it's haunted. Yeah, it got spirits in it, but it's the spirits of little kids, like little bitty kids. And she was like, ain't no grown-ups, don't nothing seem bad, you know what I'm saying, in the house. Actually, it may lighten up the mood, but this is, the best you're gonna get at this point. And Trucker was skeptical as fuck, but he moved in. His aunt said it was cool. He moved in. Him, Miss D, and Janell moved in, and they didn't have no problems. Like Janell never talked to no spirit child that was there. They never saw anything out the corner of their eye. Nothing. They never had any problems. Auntie said she felt like they was coexisting. Like the babies was respecting the fact that there was adults in the house. And it's not like, oh, it's just all babies and we run this shit. No, it's authority in the house now. So she felt like the babies noticed it was authority in the house and they sat their asses down, shut the fuck up, because babies are to be seen, not to be heard. So they sat their ass down and they shut up and they learned to coexist in this house. And Aunt said that's what she told him, and he went. And Trucker has been living in this house 6 years to this day. He's still in the house. Ain't never heard a creak, baby cry, nothing. So, I don't know. Some houses just got good ghosts. And some houses just got motherfuckers that want to run everything. So, I mean, it's all on what you decide you want to deal with. But that was you guys' first story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisty, refill your shot glasses, refill your wine glasses, refill your hookahs, go over and tip your auntie, and meet me back here in 2 minutes for your last story of the night. Oh, she's my not a pity. Oh, we got to tell you about her. Oh, girl. Now, in that situation, she did get accused, and she didn't do nothing wrong. But once Miss Deanham came forward and had her locked up, and it hit that she got locked up for that shit, other parents started to come forward. They had took pictures of their child from the time that they was babysat by her and bruises and honey. Before they were done, they had a big ass case on her. That recording didn't even matter at that point. They had a big fucking case on her. All them parents came forward. I don't know what it is. I think okay. So I think the lady who was doing the babysitting, her son-in-law's sister worked for the police. And every time a parent reported her or something that happened with her, the police would come out, but the report would never, go anywhere. So once it hit, what I'm saying, that this shit went through and she was arrested for that shit, what I'm saying? A lot of parents started to come forward. Kids that were, probably like 4 and 5 when she babysat them, that could actually talk. That was like 6 and 7, at the time, was able to speak and tell what happened and who did it. And yeah, so baby girl still ended up in trouble. At the end of the day, that fucking recording didn't even matter. After them kids started talking, oh, it was over with. And her ass was stick a fork in her. She was done. All right, let's see. Do I have any more cash apps? Nope, don't have any more cash apps. And so far, Tara is in the running for the 3 stories with the biggest tip of $20. So yes, you are very late, Aileen. I do need my tardy excuse from you. I love you too, love, and your little cute little baby. But I still need my tardy excuse. Thank you. So yeah, Carmen, that's what happened to the babysitter. They still had other kids that came forward, other families that came forward. So yeah, it didn't even matter about what happened with Miss Deanham. And once Miss Deanham seen that all these folks had came forward and the DA them actually had a case against her, they didn't even go up there because, like they said, they evidence wouldn't do nothing. They couldn't bring nothing to the table because they got it illegally. So alrighty. Alrighty, guys. Now it's time for the last story of the night. So if you are back and you are ready, give it up thumbs, give it up thumbs. Thank you, Ellie. I see y'all still ain't closing the door. Go over and close the door. And if you're new to my page, subscribe and go over and close the door. And that means to thumb up the live. So give it those thumbs, give it those thumbs. Hey, Shine, give it those thumbs. Let me know you guys are ready. Thank you, Nikia. Yes, the baby is okay. Janell is okay. Come on, guys. Come on, give it a thumb. Y'all still ain't closing the door. What's going on? Yep, I think y'all gonna make me call y'all out individually. Ain't even gonna. What? It's all good. I ain't even gonna call you out. Just know that when you die, the next story or whatever story you get your put in, it's your fault. Cause I told you it's your fault. It's like 75 of y'all in here. And I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, but 64 thumbs with 75 people. I know y'all motherfuckers got 2 thumbs. I know y'all got 2 thumbs. Everybody on this damn live got 2 thumbs. I know y'all. I got 2 thumbs, so I know everybody else got 2 thumbs. So why I ain't seeing them 2 thumbs? Like, what the hell? Hey, Ryan. I ain't see you. Hey, Val. I ain't speak to you. Hey, Miss Kiva. Hey, roll a mile in my shoes. All righty. Let's see if I got enough thumbs. Okay. All righty. So our last story of the night has Cresie, Twin, and Quanna. Cresie, Twin, and Quanna. Are you guys in here? I'm not saying Cresie earlier. Hey, Donna. I'm not saying Cresie earlier. Hey, Jasmine. I don't know where she at now. I seen Quanna earlier too. I ain't see Twin. Okay. Well, if you guys are watching this on replay game, you owe me a super thanks. Thanks. All right. So, like I said, your last story of the night has Quanna, Cresie, and Twin. Quanna, Cresie, and Twin. Okay. So, Quanna, Cresie, and Twin was best friends ever since like seventh grade. They all had a lot, well, the same thing in common. All of them has had a haunted experience. So that's what pretty much brought them together. The fact that they all had a haunted experience. Everybody, was talking about what happened to them. Quanna actually said she stayed in a haunted house and they didn't believe her. But they went and spent the night with her. Thank you, Nakia. You so silly. Somebody I don't know where little bro at. Probably picked. I can't. So yeah. So Quanna actually told the group that her house was haunted. And of course the girls, they had their own haunted experience, but it was like your house that you live in now. And she like, yeah. So of course they go to spend the night with her one weekend, and sure as shit, a lot of creepy shit was happening. So much creepy stuff was going on that they decided to go home early. So this is a look. Quanna said, I'm here. Sorry. Okay, Quanna, you late. I need my target slip. So they decided, that's what that was the thing that they had in common. And they grew up, still indulging in this type of shit, paranormal type stuff, investigating it. Pretty soon they decided when they got older, they was gonna be a paranormal team. And they did a couple houses, got them spirit boxes, all that little stuff, to help them do their investigations. And people was reaching out to them like, you should go investigate this spot. You should go investigate this spot. Okay. And they did that. A couple of the spots that they went to, were you had a couple of creaks and bumps, but nothing really, definitive. No apparitions, no, voices, nothing like that. And they was craving that. They like, if we can get this, we will go so viral. Thank you, Tabitha. They were like, we will go so viral if we could just get something definitive on tape. And they had their email address out there for people to reach out to them, to let them know if they had, creepy spots they should check out. Well, they get email from somebody that told them they should check out this house. Now, they gave them the entire history on the house in this email, letting them know that this house had several deaths in them throughout the years. And for some strange reason, no family can stay in the house longer than like 6 months or so, if that. And it's telling them that if they looked in the newspaper, they would see that the death started from like the early 1900s, and it was like a death that happened like maybe every 3 to 4 years. A death would happen in the house, or a family member in the house would die mysteriously, and you know what I'm saying. And this went on for like a long time. And this person gave them all the information on this spot and told them, I think you should go there. You will get, you will get everything that you're looking for. Now, when the email comes in, Quanna reads it, she goes bananas. She like, y'all got to see this email. So everybody comes over, they read the email, and it's like, who is this person? So they try to Google the person to see if the person got like a Facebook, Instagram, a TikTok, a YouTube, something to try to get a face to the letter. But nothing was showing up. Even the email address that this email came from was like non-existent. Every time they tried to reply to the email, that shit was like, this domain, ain't working, or some shit like that. So it was weird. They couldn't figure the shit out, but they had all the information that they needed. They had the address, the history, everything. So of course they go to verify the information about the history, and sure as shit, this house is like the fucking Amityville of the area. And they go to the historian. The historian tell them about all these deaths that happened in the house, and you know a lot of information wasn't given out on what happened at the death. So a lot of the death was mysterious, and they was telling them about a couple families that died that stuck out to everybody because one of the families that were killed, it was a whole family, and they said that was the first time that had ever happened where a family of 5 was killed in the house, all 5 of them, no signs of forced entry, no broken windows, nothing. Just the whole fucking family was found not breathing. You know what I'm saying? Dead. And they was like, but throughout the years, it may have been, if a couple stayed there, it may have been the man that died. If it was a couple and 3 kids, it may have been the mom that died. Like, it was just like always like that. So and they decide they are going to go investigate this spot. Like the historian was telling them, I don't suggest y'all go in that house. People aren't able to stay there long. When people have gone in the house, they have been sick. They have gotten sick once going into the house. Dizzy, passing out, losing time, all type of shit that happened to folk going in this house, being touched, being scratched, being physically pushed. Like the historian is telling them, don't do this shit. Quanna and Cresie and Twin is just thinking we will go viral. We will be so famous if we can prove to people that the shit we seen when we was little was real. It'll be bananas. So they was amped. They was hyped. They wasn't listening to shit. They didn't care what nobody had to say about this fucking house. We're going regardless. And the historian tried to warn them, when they was asking for directions to this house, the people that they asked, was like, you shouldn't go there. You shouldn't go there. It's a lot of bad things happen there. Some people say it's cursed. You shouldn't go there. But they weren't listening to none of that shit. All they was thinking was, we're going to be so famous. Everybody going to look so stupid. When we showed them, everything we was saying when we was little was right. Every time I told my mom, it's some creepy shit walking through the hallway. She's like, no, only me and you live here. She don't know for a fact that this shit is real. So they decide they're going to go to this house and investigate. Now, when they get to the house and try to go into the driveway to pull into this house, because this shit is sitting off on a dark road. Like you got to drive down a rocky road, a gravel road, dirt road, and then turn off into this driveway and drive like maybe a mile down this driveway to this wide open space of just this fucking abandoned looking house. Like the shit just didn't look right at all. Like who the fuck would build a house this fucking far back away from everything? Like, just didn't sit right. But that's what they're going to do. So they decided they was going to go there and investigate the entire weekend. When they pull up, the first thing they notice is the security guard that has told them, no, y'all can't go on the property. Apparently, they do have a YouTube page. They did have a YouTube page, and they were discussing going to this spot. And word got around and word traveled, and somebody in this town watched the shit and let them know that people was going to be coming to try to investigate. So security was already out there like, no, there's no entry. You can't come on these grounds. The house is condemned. It's not in good shape to walk in. If you try going into the house, you will probably fall through the floors, termites rotten, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. So the police was like, no. Okay, cool. That's what's up. So Quanna and them get back in the car and they pull off. They go down the road, turn the lights off, pull back up, and watch the police car. They sit there all of 2 hours. And then Cresie and Twin get out of the car real slow, and they creep up to the fucking police car. And before they can even get to the hood, you can hear clearly his ass is asleep. Let's do this. So they go back, let Quanna know he's asleep. Let's just go ahead and jump over the fence and sneak in. All right, well, let's park the car in the woods, so they won't see it. Get all your equipment, and we got to jump this fence. And that's what they did. Jumped the fence and went into this abandoned house. And when they got in there, just like the cops said, the floors was rotted out, holes was in the floor. Like if you stepped in the wrong place, this shit you will fall through to probably the basement or some shit like that. So they had to be very careful walking around in that house. Now they like, we're gonna start out. Let's go upstairs and see, if upstairs look better. So they creep upstairs, and there's no holes upstairs in the floor. So they like, okay, we good. So they decide they're going to do the investigation upstairs where it's safer. There's no holes in the floor. Everybody turn on their equipment, they flashlights, they got their little EVPs, they got, their little spirit boxes, all this little stuff. So they start first in a bedroom in this house. They put the EVP down and they put the little spirit box shit down. And the little light, when spirits get close, the little light go off that little thing. They put that down and they just sat in there and they was looking around and asking if anybody needed help. And of course, the little spirit box was saying, certain words like murder, death, and they was looking at each other like, the fuck? Like, oh my goodness. But they knew the history of the house. They was trying to get names, just something. And as they are like going room for room, trying to do their own little seances to talk to or communicate with something, they see a person, like a shadow walk past the doorway of the room that they got their flashlights on, and you can just see something black like move by real quick at the corner of your eye. And they all look over like, did you see that? Get the camera. Did you see that? So now they got to investigate. They pick up the camera. They going through the hallway with the flashlights. They get in the hallway, they going down the hallway, all of a sudden the flashlights start to flicker and they cut off. And it's like, everybody hitting the bottom of the flashlight. They don't drain the batteries. Give me more batteries. They taking the batteries, changing the batteries out. Of course, Quanna has the camera. Cresie and Twin is trying to change out their batteries. So she's looking back like, y'all have batteries. And all of a sudden the camera snatched straight out of her hand and it's just gone. And she's like, what the fuck? Where did my camera go? They never heard it hit the floor. They never heard it hit the floor. That shit was just snatched out of her hand and was just gone. Like, what the fuck? Did you see that? And they like, no, what? Because they were trying to put batteries in the flashlight. Like, no, I didn't see nothing. What happened? And she's like, the fucking camera. Where's the camera? And they like, you just had it. She's like, exactly. Something just snatched the camera out of my hand. Quit playing. And she's like, I'm not fucking playing. Like, they looking around. She's like, you never heard it hit the floor. This shit went up out of my hands and it never hit the floor. So everybody point the light their flashlights up in the air, and the camera is suspended in the air before it just falls, and it hits the ground and breaks. She like, did y'all see that shit? Did y'all see that? Like, I hope my camera caught that. And at this point, Twin like, okay, so that was a little bit too creepy for me. I think we should go. And Quanna like, no, this is what we came for. Like, we got, this is what we came for. Like, we got to get our recorders. We got to record this some type of way. We got to record. Like, where's your phone? Where's your phone? You know what I'm saying? And, she gets Quanna on phone. Quanna get her, she gets Quanna phone. And Cresie stands over and she's like standing there and Quanna got her light in Creasie's face. And Creasie's like, Quanna, I think we should leave. Like, we really should go, like, right now. And Quanna's like, no, she got the camera phone up. She got the light up. She like, no, I don't think we should leave. This is what we came for. And Twin, like, Quanna, it is getting kind of creepy, man. And she like, just put your fucking recorder, like, record this. This is what we came for. And Cresie was like, I'm not feeling this shit. And when she says, I'm not feeling this, you can just see Creasie's hair come up like that. And that shit is like, and she's pulled back off into the dark. And instantly, Quanna and Twin is running with the flashlights, trying to keep the flashlight on her. She is being snatched around corners real fast. They chasing her around corners, and then she snatched into a room and a door slammed. And they like beating on the door. Quanna, open the door. Open the door. And Quanna like screaming, help me, help me, help me. You can hear the other side of the doorknob like twisting, like somebody got their hand on it. They both like twisting the doorknob. She's like, help me, get off of me, get off of me. And you can hear like, and it's not them. You know what I'm saying? Like a deep ass voice. So it's like they are trying to like, fuck this. Quanna hit the door. Boom. Help me, Twin. Boom. 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 And they get the door open. And when they get the door open, you can just see, when they get the door open, you can just see her being snatched out of that room through, like, I guess like they had like a door that leads to the next room. And she goes into that room and then that door closes and she's screaming like, help, help, help. And Quanna like, Cresie, we coming. And they hit that door. Boom, 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 boom. Door went open. She's still screaming. They looking around. What the fuck? Twin was like, help me. She like, get this, help me. So she got like this little dresser thingy. It rolls. So they pull that shit all the way back and they ran towards the door with this motherfucking thing. Like, boom. The door flies off the hinges. They hit it so hard and it hits the wall. And you just see Cresie on the ground, balled up like this. Her clothes is ripped. Her bra strap is popped. Her breast is exposed. She got scratches on her breast, her leg. She just laying there like balled up, scared as shit. Like, we gotta go. And they like, get up, Cresie. So she gets up and they like, are you okay? Let me check you. And her eyes is getting big as shit. Like, they looking at her, but her eyes is like, and they like, Cresie, are you okay? And she's like, run. They look back and it's like a huge figure, but this figure's got like 3 different heads extended from this shit, and everything is like whispering at the same time, like right over them, like, and that shit reaches for them, and they all take off running down the goddamn side to try to get out of the building. Twin bends the corner. She thought they were gonna bend the corner with her. They didn't bend the corner with her, so Twin ended up breaking off from Quanna and Cresie, and they kept going. By the time she looked back to see they weren't with her, this big ass figure is now running down the hallway behind her. So she is screaming for Quanna, and Twin like, help me. And they don't know where the fuck she went to. It's dark. They were just running. They don't know what hallway she went down. They just know they can hear her, but they don't know which way she's coming from, so they just screaming like, come this way. And she is running. She runs in this corner and slides into this room, and she's like, slide behind the door, pull the door up behind her, and you can just hear like coming down the hallway. And she's standing behind the door, got her eyes closed, but you want to breathe too loud. And then she get right there in the doorway of the door she's standing behind. So she's like, and then you can just see this big figure, this big black ass figure, like standing in the middle of the room, like it's looking for her ass. It's just standing there. And she's like trying to get closer and closer to the crack of the corner of this door so this shit don't see her. And it walks a little further off into the room, and you can see the heads like just moving in different directions, like that shit is looking. She takes off around that door and runs back the way she came. She is screaming the entire time. She looks back, this shit is on her ass. It is right behind her. And she is screaming. They like, come on. They can hear her getting closer, like, keep running. You almost there, keep running. So she's just running towards the sound. She can't see shit. She just running towards the sound. She gets to the main hallway where they are, and they like, come on, run this way. And she runs down there, runs into them. They all hit the floor because she running so fucking fast. She didn't know that they were like right there. She just ran, and it was like a fucking bowling ball hitting bowling pin. Blue, hit the floor, rolling over like tumbleweeds, and then this big black shit is like in the center of them. And it's like making this weird ass noise, like growling noise, like and Creasie's like, no. Like, Cresie had already had her ass whooped by this thing. She was not finna go for round 2. Cresie ran up on the fucking table, pulled all kind of shit down that was in front of the table, like, please, don't come beat my ass, beat one of their asses. And this black shit started like grabbing on them. It was burning like their arms and shit. When it touched them, it would burn them. They were screaming and hollering. Finally, they come up out of that shit, got Cresie off and up out of that table, and they ran down that hallway and out of that fucking building. Out of the fucking building. When they get out of the building, the shit stayed in. I guess when they are all laying in the driveway of this fucking building, breathing hard. Oh my God. All of a sudden, this police walk up and shine a light on their ass like, didn't I tell y'all ass not to come on the property? And they like, wait, sir, wait. And he like, oh, so you left your little friend in there, huh? Now I got to go in there and get your friend out. And they like, huh? What the fuck are you talking? What friend? Who are you talking about? He like, look, and they look up, and it's like 2 people standing in the fucking window. You can see them, like pale as shit, but you can see them. It was a boy and a girl, long black hair, and then you seen a boy, and they probably was 15 in the height and shit like that. And he like, so you left your little friends up there? And they like, sure. We don't know them to be our fucking friend. Like, ain't nobody in that building, so those are ghosts. And he like, yeah, ghost. I know. We've all heard the fucking story because y'all want to run around here and spread these lies. This is why I'm sitting out here tonight. There are no fucking ghosts. Y'all are the reason that we're out here. And they're like, it's fucking ghosts. Like, those are ghosts. And he's like, you know what? I just go in here and get your friends myself. No, sir. Please don't do that. That's not our friend. We don't know those people. And all of a sudden they look up and the kids are gone. And he's like, where did it go? And then he looks down and they standing in the fucking doorway. These kids done came 4 fucking floors down in a conversation, in like a second conversation. They are standing in the doorway. They didn't come out the door. They're just standing there together. Her and this little boy, they holding hands. And the police got a light shine on them. And he like, all right, jig is up. Get your ass on out of there. Come on out. And they didn't do nothing. They just stood there. He was like, come on. Tell your fucking friends to come out. They like, sir, those are ghosts. We don't know them. He like, come on out. Bring your ass on out. And they just standing there. And he looked back at them. They like, no, those are not our friends. We don't know them, sir. Those are not people. And he started to walk up there like he gonna get them himself. Quanna said, fuck that. I don't want to be responsible for a cop's death because his stupid ass want to go up there and grab them motherfuckers. Let's go. For he try to have our ass locked up for breaking into this damn building. And they just take off. Jump the fence, get the fuck on. Jump the car, get the fuck on. They leave. Leave Mr. Cop going to investigate the building, his damn self. When he got to the hotel, everybody needed to sleep. Everybody was scared to sleep. They were up watching each other, listening for weird sounds and shit like that. While they're watching TV, it's probably like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and shit, and they can't sleep because everybody's scared. All of a sudden, breaking news shows up on the TV. And they like, what the fuck? And the news reporter is standing in front of the building. And they like, y'all, that's the fucking building. Like, look, that's the building. And the news reporter was like, a tragedy happened. Tragedy struck today, tonight at this building. Officer was killed. And they looking at the TV like, looking at each other. The fuck? And the lady was like, officer was killed while responding to trespassers in the building. Apparently, he fell from the 4th floor in the stairwell. So apparently, the way this stairwell, like if you go in the hospital and they got that, big ass stairwell, you can see straight down the fucking hole. Well, apparently, he fell from the 4th floor through that damn hole straight all the way down to the floor by accident. And they was looking at this fucking news report like, that wasn't no fucking accident. That wasn't no fucking accident. And the news reporter is just telling the story, and she's telling them what's going on, and Quanna like, oh my God! And everybody's like, what the fuck wrong with you? She like, look. And everybody's looking like, what? She like, look. And she goes and she points at the TV, and in the camera, just the corner at the top right, you can see that little boy and that little girl standing in the 4th floor fucking window. Like, are we ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille? They were standing in the goddamn window in the news report. And it's like, nobody caught that shit. Only they caught that shit. Scared the fuck out of them. Oh, no, we got to get out of town. It's time to go. We got to get out of town. Cancel the room. We got to go. They jumped their asses in the car and got the fuck out of town as soon as possible. When they got back home, they donated all their paranormal equipment to the nearest paranormal, society that lived near them that could probably use the equipment. There were no more paranormal huntings for them. No more. They were done with that shit. Like, I quit. You can have it. Of course, they gave all that shit to the paranormal society that was near them. They didn't do any more hunts, but some people still experience nightmares. Some people still see those 2 kids. Quanna says when she went to go pick her kids up from school one day, she pulls up in the front in a little car line when your kids come out to school and shit. You know what I'm saying? So she's in the car line to pick her kids up. And she says she pulls right up in front of the school where, she's supposed to be, where her kids supposed to just come out of school and jump in her car. She says she pulls up, she looks to the right for her kids to come out of the school. And when they come out, she says she sees them come out, and as they start to come down the stairs, that little boy and little girl was standing in the doorway of the fucking school, holding hands, staring at her. Scared her so bad that she stepped on her gas and ended up hitting the car in front of her. Of course, she said it was a medical accident. She had a slight fainting spell or some shit and didn't know she had took her foot off the brake. Still had to pay for it, but she sees that type of shit, like in weird places, like where she least expected. She said school ain't the only place she done seen it. She said she done seen it at her Piggly Wiggly. She done seen them kids standing in the fucking doorway to the meat, to the back of where they cut the meat and shit at. She like, the kids are always standing in the doorway when she see them. They're never just on the street. They ain't never at a park. They always in a doorway as if they can't come out but they always just standing in the doorway and they always just staring at her. So she actually sees these little motherfuckers all the time. And, nightmares are going on. Still experiencing crazy shit from the situation. Can't boil down why exactly these motherfuckers locked on to them. Too scared to go deal with psychics or somebody that can possibly remove that shit from them. You know what I'm saying? Too scared to deal with that after seeing what the paranormal had to offer. So people are just sitting back, hoping and praying it stops on its own. I'm not trying to do anything to fix it. So that was you guys' second story of the night. Thank you. Y'all got 2 likes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story because I enjoyed spending time with y'all. Oh my goodness. Tara is our biggest tipper for tonight. Tara, you will be in 4 stories because you was also a member. So that'll give you a story. You get 3 stories that you will be in for the biggest tip. So Tara is our biggest tip person. We go ahead and put that down so I won't forget because y'all know how Auntie get. I'm gonna put that down. Yeah, you that late. Yeah, you that late. Yeah, you that late. You can't call and tell people shit like that is going on. They don't send help. They send that little white van with them 2 men dressed in all white with them fucking jackets to make you hug yourself, to take you to that place where it's a rubber room and they feed you a different variety of jello every fucking day. So no, you don't tell people crazy shit like that. You keep it to yourself. I love popsicles, but I don't want to eat them bitches every day, all day. I'm pretty sure we love Jello, but you ain't ready to sit your ass in a rubber room while a bitch feed it to you, and you don't want them jackets to make you hug your fucking self. No, I'm good on that eating. I'm good on that eating. So, I'll tell you where this place is at. This place is in Kansas, of all places. I told their ass it must have been the house that Dorothy brought from wherever the fuck she came from and smashed the witch, and that's how the fucking house got cursed. They didn't think it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. They didn't think it was funny though. They was like, that shit is really a fucked up place to go. So, right, this shit. So, yeah, that was you guys' stories for tonight. Thank you so much for the tips, the love, and being here to spend time with me for story time. Y'all just don't know how much I appreciate y'all being here and being with me. Y'all are my family. I love all y'all individually. Thank you so, so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Y'all will be 6 days closer to Auntie's birthday. So since it's Friday, y'all might want to go ahead and run over to the little, to the Amazon wish list and get your auntie a gift. There are like several things that are on sale on my list right now that has dropped tremendously amounts from dropped like $30 or some shit like that. So it ain't gonna hurt you to go over and get your auntie a gift for her birthday. And don't forget to stop by Family Dollar, Dollar General, whatever the fuck is in your area, and get your snacks, your cakes, and pies for story time tomorrow, because y'all get 3. Don't forget to stop by the liquor store, get your bottles. Don't forget to stop and see your peoples for your twisties. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here with me tonight. Y'all know my motto. Please stay safe. Please social distance. And don't slap the sleeves and knees off a bitch unless she earns it. I love you guys. Good night. Sweet dreams.